Okay, hey everybody, we're going to go live and we're going to do a stain top demo. This is how you apply any of our stain top, but we're going to specifically use today the Raven Black because it's one of our new colors and we love it. First thing we did was we prepped the table, sprayed it on, let it sit for just a couple seconds, and then wiped it down. This is why you prep. Nasty. So that part we've already done. Now we're going to do the stain top part. The black doesn't show up tremendously over this color, but we love it because it makes it look really cool. It kind of accents the wood grain that you've already got there. And this is how easy it is to use. I already got a brush, don't need a new one. You just wipe it on, and you're not worried about anything other than applying it right now. So I'm not being careful. I'm not worrying about brush strokes. I'm not doing anything other than getting the product on the surface that I'm stain topping. So I've got it almost everywhere. And now, after I've got it brushed on everywhere, the last step, which is way easy, is I take a stain pad and I'm just going to wipe it down so that it smooths everything out, makes it nice and even, gets rid of brush strokes. And on this one, I'm trying to be careful and not go over the edge because this is a really cool table that kind of folds up, so I'm going to paint the rest of it. But I thought stain top on the inside would be real pretty. So you've got a little time to play. I've got a couple spots where there are lines like this. I'm going to go back and smear those so that they're fabulous. And I don't mind this at all, where it's kind of pooling there, because when it dries, that's really, really pretty with the grain of the wood. Looks so much richer. You've got a few minutes, but you don't want to overwork it because then you'll start pulling it off. All right. It's going to dry in just a few minutes, but already you can tell a difference. You just have some richer, prettier places. It's not, see the edges of the table right here, can you show that, lens? Sure. The edges of the table right here look really great. If you look at the edges of the table over here, they're much more worn. There you go. Much more worn when you get down there. It just spruces it up and makes it look really, really rich and pretty and new. So we're going to do the other half of the table real quick so you get one more look at how easy it is to apply. And that'll be our little demo for today. So again, I've already prepped it. All I'm doing is brushing on the product. This is just to get it where I want it because this is so much easier to apply it with than the stain pad. The stain pad just works so much better for just smoothing everything out. So you can also layer the stain top products. We had a table yesterday that Lindsay did, and she did it with the brown first, and then we put the Raven Black over it, and that was absolutely beautiful. And we like layering the weathered gray with the dark walnut. That's really, really pretty. So just play around with them because there's some really pretty combinations when you start layering them too. So again, I've just got it on, and now I'm going back and smoothing everything out. If you get too much, every now and then I'll put too much on the table, and here's my fancy fix for that. Smear some of it off on a rag.
Can you do that again?
Oh, yes I can. Smear some off on a rag. Then I can go back to, because you kind of want this to soak up a little bit of it while it's doing its smeared around magic too. And every now and then if I've gotten too much, if I've gotten excited with the brush, that's a great fix. So again, now look at the edges on this side. There was a little, I don't know if you saw the little crack that didn't have anything, and I just squished it right in there, so it wasn't that light blonde wood, because that was a pretty bad scratch. If you're doing a table, the other thing you're going to want to do when you're done, if you can get the camera kind of side here, just wipe right around the edge. Come to this side because you're going to see a huge difference when we go over this area. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, look how fabulous. Okay. You can do more than one coat if you need to. If you're using the dark walnut over a really light table, sometimes it'll take more than one coat to get the really pretty color you need. But it is way easy to just come back in and put another coat on. Just make sure it's really dry before you put your next coat on. And then when you're totally done and you have the color you love, Then you go back in and you'll put the Tough Top on. And with the stain top, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not dead flat. You can see we're already starting to dry in places here. And so what we recommend with the stain top is that you use our satin Tough Top. Otherwise it can sometimes go on and look a little bit cloudy because you've got a little bit of a sheen and you're covering it with something that's dead flat. It's not that it's cloudy, it's just that it's taken away any kind of a polished look. So you would finish this by putting the satin Tough Top over it when you're done. And I don't know how long the little live video has turned out being, but you're already on this side almost dry. So it doesn't take very long to dry. Once you're dry, you can put a second coat on if you wanted it. I love the color just the way it is on this one, so I'm just going to leave the one coat of the black on this one. And that's all there is to it. That's how easy there is. Thank you.